I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Coach Dan Van Gundy. And joining us from the sidelines is David Aldridge. We've got the Los Angeles Lakers and the Philadelphia 76ers. Tip-off goes to the Lakers. Now Fisher. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. They've got Fisher. Grant is out there with Fox. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Bryant in at the shooting guard. Now here's Kobe. 6 on the shot clock. Mutombo grabs the board. Here's Snow. On the wing, Iverson. Lets it go with the 3. And Shaquille O'Neal pulls it down. Snow against Fox. Pass to Fisher. O'Neal the bounce pass. Grant outside. Here's Fox. Mutombo grabs the board.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Here's Iverson. And the shot is good.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And so Fisher will bring it up for the Lakers. And there's the pass to O'Neal. Over Iverson. And O'Neal gets it to go.
How about Shaq with the mid-range there, showing a willingness to step out and expand his game.
Here's Snow. Pass to Hill. And here's Iverson outside. And Shaq pulls it down. Iverson's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Here's Fisher. A miss that time. Would have put him up. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
To Los Angeles.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Now here's Kobe. He kicks to Fisher. Outside, Fox. Mutombo against O'Neal. Mutombo misses. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Fisher, the pass to O'Neal. Mutombo grabs the board.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
Offensive rebound.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
And it's sent back by Mutombo.
And the ferocity on display defensively here from Mutombo. Just an incredible shot blocker.
Pulls it up. And he drops that one in. The Lakers trail. So timeout called here. The first for Los Angeles.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
Yeah, right now, Coach needs to draw up his best play, get some points, and give this team some confidence.
That was amazing. Let's hear it for your dancers.
Here's Kobe. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Mutombo's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Snow. Hill dishes to Mutombo. Passes it to Lynch. Takes the 3. O'Neal with the rebound. O'Neal's got his 4th rebound in this one. And it's Bryant in the corner. Grant, and the dunk by Grant.
And, you know, that level of physicality that Grant brings inside is awesome to watch. He does a great job with finishing with that power above the rim.
That bucket in no time at all. Iverson's got his second bucket of the night.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Fisher against Snow. And Fisher kicks to Grant. Mutombo with some nice D.
Great defensive effort. Just saved a basket.
Well, he's such a competitor at that end of the floor. Never takes a possession off.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off. Just sensational stuff.
Here's Fisher. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Lynch's shot is good.
By George Lynch.
Fisher with it. Still without a basket. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And Shaq with the slam.
O'Neal is a force of nature. Once he gets it that low, it is a foregone conclusion.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here. Some changes for Philadelphia. Tigers checked in for Hill. Jones comes in for Lynch. And it's McKee in for Snow. Philadelphia leading by 5. Jones the best to McKee. Launches a 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, he can get you the ball in a number of ways. That time with a great bounce pass.
Here is Shaw. Guarded by McKee. Yep, that one goes in there.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pep.
On the wing, Jones. We've got 1:23 left to play in the first quarter. Lakers trail by 6. And it's sent back by Mutombo. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession. We've got 1:13 left to play here in the first. Here is Shaw. Guarded by McKee. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Personal foul.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Lakers shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight. That free throw, good from Madsen. So he gets them both. The 76ers leading by 4. Over to the wing. And stolen by Ori. Pass to Shaw. Lakers passing it around. And it's blocked. There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter. Lou passes to Shaw. Out to the right wing. Takes a 3. Geiger with the rebound.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup. He just couldn't knock it down.
Bank shot, no good. Iverson outside. Puts up a 3. Nailed from three-point land. Iverson's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the 76ers. Here's Lou. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Allen Iverson. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
At the line for the Lakers, Tyronn Lue.
That's good from Lou. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And here is Iverson. Over George. Oh, and the buzzer is good.
way to finish that quarter on a strong, positive note.
And that does it for the first quarter. 76ers lead by 7. The second quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter of action so far. What stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Hey, look, it's simple. More rebounds means more possessions, and that's clearly been their priority.
Philadelphia leading by 7. So the Lakers 5 right now. Horry is out there with Shaquille O'Neal. Then there's Harper, and it's Fox, and it's Bryant in at the 2-guard spot. Here's McCullough. Goes back up. He lays it in. Lynch has got the lead up to 9 now for the 76ers.
And they continue to control the glass.
Iverson against Harper. Off to a good start as he gets his first shot attempt.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
Jones kicks to Iverson. Here's McCullough. Good. And it's Iverson who picks up the assist. And the 76ers lead by 9.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's Kobe. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Lynch has got his 4th rebound in this one. Iverson against Harper. Iverson passes to Lynch. That one falls. And it's an 11-point Philadelphia lead.
Man, he just sees everything on the floor. Nice vision from Iverson to find the open man.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
Well, as a coach, you want to cover just 1 or 2 major points. That way guys can absorb it and go out and execute.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Hill comes in from McCullough, and it's Snow in from McKee. Grant is checked in for Los Angeles. Fisher comes in for Ron Harper. And he can't bank that one in. The 76ers leading by 11. Iverson gets the bucket. Iverson's got 12.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
To the inside, O'Neal. That's good for his 3rd bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
It's a tall challenge trying to contain Shaq, especially when he's operating close to the basket.
Unloads from 13. He gets hauled in by Los Angeles. O'Neal's got 5 rebounds tonight. Unloads from 9. Shot is good for the 76ers. Lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Fox. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Snow, the pass to Hill. That shot missing. Shaq with some nice D. And so Fisher will bring it up for Los Angeles. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, if you want to win, of course, playing both ends of the floor is essential. Former Defensive Player of the Year Draymond Green says, we've seen teams for years make the mistake thinking they can put a great offense out there and win. You run up against a team that's just competent offensively, but they play defense, you're going to lose. Kevin?
Got the 1-2 punch, as Draymond talks about. Man, that is something tough to get by. PA, thanks.
The strength of O'Neal is otherworldly.
The 76ers leading by 7. Right side Hill. Iverson outside. Oh, good with the triple.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this one.
And Kobe throws it down hard.
Leaping up to the rim, Bryant sees the opening and does not hesitate to attack.
Here's Snow. And that time, also a missed shot. Lakers trail by 5. Left side, O'Neal. And the dump by O'Neal.
And some hang time on the rim puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Timeout call, the 76ers.
And Coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
Yeah, you have to take a timeout in a situation like this. Stop the bleeding a bit and regroup.
Tigers checked in for the 76ers. Buford comes in for Jones. The Lakers also making some changes. Manson comes in for Horace Grant. Shaw subbed in for Fox.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by Los Angeles.
A pass to Manson. Feeds it to Kobe. Trying to get open is Shaq. They get it back, and he uses the glass on the layup. Shaq's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And you gotta like how they're working the ball inside this quarter. They were struggling to do that earlier. Now they're showing the focus to take the ball inside.
And the Lakers making a change here. George is checked in.
A defensive stopper. Eric Snow's #1 job out there, making things difficult for the opposing team's best perimeter player.
Here's Madsen trying to get open a Shaq. The second chance effort. Goes up again. It's blocked.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Here's Geiger. There's 1:54 left in the first half. Shaq with some nice D. Lakers trailed by 6. To the paint. Here's George. Nice pass. Right into the rack perfectly for the layup.
Brian Shaw.
George has got his first points of the game. From about 16, here's Lynch. A stupendous finish in traffic. And the 76ers lead by 6.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Shaw passes to George. Here is Shaw. Iverson covering. Right side O'Neal. Shot clock at 6. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Puts up a deep 3. Shaw, no good.
I'm not sure if anyone on the team has the green light from there. Definitely not him.
Well, that's the shot where if you make it, everything's fine. But if not, you're going to hear about it.
They get a hand on it. Here is Shaw. Here's O'Neal. Geiger with the rebound. Geiger's got 4 rebounds in this game.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes. And the aggressiveness on display here from O'Neal, terrific at turning shots away with that size and length. Yeah, the defender all over.
Philadelphia shooting their second and third free throws tonight. And the 76ers with some changes. Tumbo is checked in for Geiger. McCullough comes in for Buford. And it's McKee in for Iverson. The Lakers also making some changes. Horry's checked in for Shaq. Harper comes in for Shaw. And it's Lou in for Fisher. Here's Lou. Shot to stop the run. Rebound by McCullough. It'll count. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And that concludes the first half. 76ers on top. They're up by 11.
28.
Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, can't tell you how much it means to us to have you back with us on the halftime show on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. It means the world, doesn't it?
Miss you.
Yeah, it's not big. Right out of the gates, it was Philadelphia setting the tone. Amped up and ready off the tip, they immediately went on an 11-4 run. At the end of the first quarter, they were out in front by 7. at the end of the second quarter, they relentlessly attacked the defense to close out the half on a 12-4 run. Let's start with you, Shaq. What'd you think about the 76ers?
They're in good shape thanks to the work they're doing on the glass. Their effort has been excellent. Numbers are too, and I don't see those numbers dropping off. They'll keep doing the dirty work in the second.
And Kenny, how about what you saw from the Lakers?
They've been out of sync in this one, shooting under 40%. Struggling to create good looks and settling for tough shots. I like to see them drive the basketball more and get easy buckets.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go over there.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What a game we're seeing from Allen Iverson.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
Mutombo is out there with Hill. Then there's Allen Iverson. Then there's Snow, and it's Lynch, and at the three, the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Here's Fox. It's rebounded by Snow.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Dishes it to Iverson. That one doesn't drop. Some solid defense from Grant. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
The 76ers leading by 11 on the wing. Iverson. Good on the triple. Iverson's got the opening bucket to start the second half for the 76ers.
And not just that, it's the energy and passion with which Iverson plays. It just feels like any shot he takes, he can make. And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his way.
The shot's good from Snow. Snow's got the lead up to 14 now for the 76ers. And so Fisher will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Grant against Hill. Grant kicks to Fisher. Iverson outside. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Pass to Snow. Back to Iverson. Stolen by Grant. Now Kobe. The high post shot. Rebounded by Dikembe Mutombo. Mutombo's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Wow, his shooting woes continue, and it's weighing down this offense.
Hill inside, working on Grant, and the basket by Hill.
And loving the strategy. Even though you're well ahead, you want to stay in attack mode.
Yeah, you got to keep going at him. You don't want to leave any hope for a comeback.
Down low, here's O'Neal. Good, and Grant gets the assist. 14 points for Shaquille O'Neal.
And the big guy is doing big things offensively. O'Neal knows his team counts on him to rack up points.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
And this is when a coach earns his paycheck. Analyze the situation and give your players the information they need to succeed.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Tigers checked in for Mutombo, and Jones subbed in for Lynch. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Shaw's checked in. And that one's good, Iverson.
And he's on his way to putting up a big three-point total.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Kevin, the last few years we saw teams giving up bounties worth of draft picks and trades for star players, but with teams now possessing more roster spots to develop prospects and about 3/4 of the tradable picks hoarded by just a third of the NBA's teams, we may not see so many picks given up moving forward. Kevin?
You're exactly right, David. Something certainly to keep an eye on.
Oh, boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Here's Iverson. Hill trying to break free. And that one's good, Iverson. 23 points for Iverson.
Good decision by Snow. He's not looking to score. Eric wants to move the ball.
Bryant the pass to Grant. The dish to O'Neal. Back to Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
Strong to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
That one is good from Geiger. Lakers trail by 17. And the Lakers call time here. Seen Allen Iverson really have a great game.
Just killing it from deep. They've got to be all up in his jersey at all times. Give him even an inch, and you just ask it for him to drop another triple.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Madsen, he's checked in for Shaq. Ori comes in for Horace Grant. George is checked in for Fox. And it's Harper in for Kobe. Harper against Snow. Now, here's Harper. He's covered closely, and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Stan, we've exported so much corporate basketball knowledge overseas. Remember when Fratello and you and your brother Jeff would go over there and have these clinics and teach the coaches the game. And they've taken that knowledge clearly and run with it.
No, I think that definitely happened when those guys went over. I think now it's sort of going the other way in large part. I know that all of us in the league now study what the great coaches in Europe are doing, and there's a lot of them, and the game is different, but they incorporate a lot of different concepts. I don't know a staff in the league that isn't spending a lot of time studying in the international game.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Passes to McKee. The 3. They get it again. McCullough passes to Geiger. McKee for the triple. Kicks it out to Iverson. For the 3. Trains it from beyond the arc. Iverson's got 13 points now in the quarter.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Jones, the pass to Geiger. For 3, McKee. Tries again. It's hauled in by George. And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. And he drives in. Good on the shot.
Brian
Shaw's got his second basket of the night. The 76ers leading by 20. Here's McKee. That's good. Great play set up by Iverson. Iverson's got 4 assists in the game.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Iverson against Harper. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
It's his first trip to the line.
Shooting for Los Angeles.
That free throw, no good. Tembo is checked in for the 76ers. Lynch comes in for Geiger, and the Lakers also making a change. Lou, he's checked in for George. Here's Philadelphia, 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And here's Iverson outside. Jones kicks to Mutombo. Over Madsen. Mutombo misses.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
From deep, Iverson. Wow, huge buzzer beater.
I did not think he was going to get that off in time.
He released it just in the nick of time. What a shot.
And so it's Philadelphia, riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. Their defense has been active and effective. Don't go. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
Yeah, that's great decision-making and one that embodies a team-first mindset.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So for the Lakers right now, we've got Ori. Lou is out there with Bryant. Then there's Grant, and it's Fox in at the 3 spot. Here's Lou. The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is. All over the league, teams now building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense through them as much as possible.
McKee, the pass to Mutombo. Second chance shot, and that's good off the glass that time.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Here's Kobe. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
You see the number of moves Kobe has, more than capable of creating for himself with that handle.
Lynch passes to Mutombo. Here's McKee. This one for 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
What a difference a half can make. As much as he struggled in the first 2 quarters, he certainly made up for it with his play in the second half.
Here's Bryant. Grant. Los Angeles with a fresh shot clock. Tough break there, shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. And here are the 76ers now. Swiped away. And it's the Lakers on the break. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Here's Hill. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the content.
And Hill doing layman's work there on the boards. Great at playing to his strengths and also a solid defender.
And a few years back, the NBA coach decided to change how they do take fouls. It appears it's had the impact they wanted, don't you think?
I certainly do, Kevin. I thought it was a great rule change. There's almost nothing more exciting in NBA basketball than the fast break. And take fouls were limiting that. Now that we've gotten rid of those, we're really getting to see the athleticism of NBA players.
Yeah, because we want to see the finish, don't we? We want to see what happens when they do get off on that kind of break.
That's where the excitement happens.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
And that one's good from Fisher.
Yeah, these defenders just looked a bit overmatched, especially inside.
For 3, McKee. That's not going to go. He's 4 for 10.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
Fisher inside. Covered by Mutombo. No luck, they battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down. Here is Lynch from outside the arc. They get it back. And the basket by Mutombo.
I mean, the one guy you have to box out. Dikembe so active on the glass.
To the middle. Here's Fox. That's good. And the assist goes to Fisher.
Derek Fisher.
Fisher's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. McKee against Bryant. McKee, no luck.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
And the way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
Yeah, they're winning the possession battle, and that's often what decides games in the NBA.
And the 76ers call time here. GA, what effect do you think the rule to limit flopping has had since it was put into place in the NBA?
Well, I do think we're seeing less theatrics, and there were fines before, but a flop now might impact the game itself. So I'd say it's been a bit of a deterrent.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Allen Iverson.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. The 76ers leading by 22. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Kobe Bryant.
Second team foul.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Philadelphia.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And you can't ignore their passing. All game long, they've done a great job of just delivering the ball in rhythm right where it needs to be.
Here's Fisher, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Fisher.
Yeah, I'd call this ideal scoring distance. It's almost too easy.
They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
And it's good for 2.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Jones with it. Guarded now by Shaq. On the basket by Jones. Jones has got his first bucket in this one. So it's the Lakers now. Fisher, the pass to Grant. Back to Fisher.
The game. 2 minutes.
Here's O'Neal. And Shaq with the slam.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Sinks the three-pointer.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
Greg, we've heard some veteran players and coaches say the league is skewing too young.
Well, because of the salary cap, you're often forced to play some younger guys, and they don't quite have a feel for the game yet. So possibly the product suffers, but it also gives you a chance to develop these young players in your system.
Bryant looking it over. And Shaq with the slam.
Oh, great find by Kobe. His instincts are off the charts.
The 76ers leading by 23. Iverson outside. Pass to Snow. Flies a 3. That's good. Great play set up by Iverson.
Proving he can hit this shot. When Snow connects from deep, it really helps his confidence.
Up top, Kobe. Iverson covering. Offensive rebound. And O'Neal gets it to go.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
Pulls it from the elbow. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
And it's just competing, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
The 10-footer. O'Neal misses. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. From deep, Iverson. And it's Shaq with the rebound.
76ers foul. Eric Snow. Second personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Harper, poked away and stolen by Iverson. And the 76ers call time here. They lead by 26. Just 4 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
And the game pretty much over. Furious timeout here.
Well, they could be trying to just make a change just so their subs can close this game out.
Lets the 3 fly. Off target with that shot. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So, for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And we'll see you